Hello friends, once again you're with the Lonesome Gamer and we're doing some more turns of Space Hulk. Remember, our Space Marines try to free their 4 colleagues, one here, the other one there, and one there, from their stasis fields, and then they try to get to the teleporter here and go out of the Space Hulk. And, well, of course, with a minimum of casualties. Right now, we are pretty successful. I mean, there was not a lot of fighting. We killed a few Genestealers, but that's basically it. No casualties until now. Okay, so it's again a turn for the Space Marines, and we roll for the action points. That's a 1, that is definitely bad, and because I got the Sergeant, I'm allowed to roll again. That's a 5, better, much better. So we mark that here. Okay. So let's see. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do, this guy will simply go into Overwatch. He stays here, tries to block these 2 entrances, or actually he does, and then he goes into Overwatch. He spends 2 action points, and that's it. Further on, these guys, they have to kill this Genestealer, but that should not be a problem because he's got the assault cannon. So he actually runs and shoots. So he goes here. It's his first action points. And he's allowed to roll 3 dice. And on a 5 or 6, it's a hit. That's no hit. So that was actually a waste. And then he can shoot again. It's a second action point. And this time on a 4, 5 or 6 would be a hit because he is actually shooting at the same target. And now we got 2 6s. So this guy is killed. And he's got 2 action points left. So I think I'm gonna move 1, 2. And I guess I'm gonna spend 1 additional action point or command point so that he can use his full number of action points when following him. But before I do this, I got to check it if it works out here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spend 1 command point that allows him to move 1 step further, and then he's following him with his 4 action points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And now it's these 2 guys, and they'll try to go here, and basically this one might be after them, but let's see about this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm wondering if I should spend more command points. I mean, we got 4 left, and just in case there might be some blip enter here, then maybe his weapon might jam, but this is, I think 1 command point should be enough. So actually we got 4 command points left now, so I think we can spend 3 command points without any problems. So he now can move here and then turn around. So these are 2 command points then for him. 2, okay. And now let me see, there is a line of sight of 12. This is one of my house rules. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, he can just see them. Kind of a shadow in the distance, but he can see them. So it has to be revealed, and there are 3 of them, 3 Genestealers on the way. Okay, and I decided now to spend my last 2 command points. So now this guy also goes into Overwatch. And then it's him, and he can move 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So he left a little behind, but I think it's okay. I think the Overwatch might be worth it, because if they come closer here, he can actually fire, I don't know, about 3 shots or so, because his weapon range is just 8. But there might be a chance for him to kill 1 or 2 Genestealers. Okay, so now it's the Genestealer phase, and again we take 2 random blips, place them at the entrances. That is 1, well, number 4 is not possible. 1 is placed on entrance number 1, right here. And the other one is placed on, oh come on, it's again number 4. Oh come on, what is this? And on entrance number 2. So that is this one down here this time. Okay. So let's see now how they move. First of all, let's start with this one. It's moving right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I actually might decide again if they go for him, for them, or for them. Well, actually, this group is more than the doubled distance away as this group is. So he's moving on now, and he's moving here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then it's them. They're moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excuse me. And it's them, and they are definitely going for them. That's clear. But now the question is, will they attack right away, or will they wait here, lurk around the corner, so that it's not so easy for them to kill them? And I also got a rule here. That says if the Space Marine is not in Overwatch and he can't go there due to command points, for example, and that is actually the case, this guy is not in Overwatch, then if the distance to the Space Marine is greater 10, the Genestealer would try to attack just on a 6, on a 6-sided die. If the distance is 9, he would attack on a 5 or 6. Well, actually it should be 9 or 10. And if the distance is less than 9, he always attacks. So now we simply have to count. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's actually a 10. So the Genestealer would only attack on a 5 or a 6. So let's roll. That's a 4. So he doesn't attack. 1, 2, 3. He now moves here, stays behind the corner, so that makes it a little harder for these guys now to be successful here. Okay. And now it's actually this group here. And they're going to move first to this crossing, and then there is again the decision if they're going to try to hide here behind the corner or if they're going to go and try to attack this guy. Now it's actually a different situation because he is in Overwatch. So now we take this here. If Space Marine is or could go into Overwatch due to command points, if distance is greater 5, the Genestealer only attacks on a 6. So we count from this crossing. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is greater 5, and we have to roll for every single Genestealer now. So the first one has got a 6. The first one will actually attack. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From this point on, he can shoot. So he moves 1, 2, 3. And now they all move actually. It's 1, 2, 3, 3. So each of them now spent 3 action points. We have to remember that. And the first one might be killed now. So he shoots on a 6, it's a hit. Oh gosh, that's no hit. Okay. And then he moves on, and this is actually his 4th action point. And now it's the question, will this guy move on, or will he stay here or here? So because the distance is greater than 5, we roll and he just moves on a 6. So he doesn't. So basically he moves simply here, and the other one, he also won't move on. So he's the only one who's gonna attack, and that was his 4th action point now. So we have to roll again, and this time a 5 is enough to kill. So this guy is killed, and the other ones simply stay there. Okay. And then we got a last one. We got this blip down here. And again, it's a little counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this is the closest one, but they're also within reach, no doubt here. So the question is now, on a 1 to 4, he goes after him. 5 or 6, he goes after them. That's a 4. So that blip will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's right here now. Okay. So that was the Genestealer phase. This token is removed. That one too. And okay, let's see what happens next. So again, we'll roll 4 command points first, and that's a 3. And I try to roll again. Okay, this is a 1. That's bad. So I just have 1 command point, and I better keep this one to... I'm wondering, actually, what I could do is... Yeah, I could now go here, activate the stasis field or deactivate it, and then this guy can do an action, or not one action, but he can actually start his turn. And he's got the flamethrower, which is really cool, because he can kill right away these two Genestealers. So that is probably what I'm going to do now. So the first thing that happens is this guy simply goes into Overwatch again. There's nothing else for him to do. On the other side, I'm wondering, this guy might... Oh, yeah, this is a problem actually. He might get into trouble, because if he decides not to go for them, but for him, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He just can't make it. But this is a pretty risky thing now. Okay. Anyway, let's start with these guys here. So he moves 1, 2, 3. To activate the stasis field, he has to move to an adjacent space, and then he's got to spend 1 action point. So now this guy is freed, and now he's got also 1 move. Yeah. Or actually, he's got his 4 action points. He's got a complete turn now. So he turns around, moves 1, and then he's simply going to shoot on this tile with his flamethrower. Okay, and now he's got 6 of these tokens, and they represent the number of shots he has, so he can shoot 6 times with his flamethrower. So that is going to be the first time now. And he shoots on this tile, and the flamethrower works in the way that every model, every miniature on this tile is affected. No matter how big the tile is, it's every miniature here. And you have to roll for each miniature a die, and on a 2 to 6 the miniature is instantly killed. So let's go for the one on the right. That's a 5, so he's killed. And then the other one. Great. Nah. That's another 5. Sorry. So he's also killed. Okay. This tile remains in play for this complete turn. And if a Genestealer would try to move in this tile, he again has to roll. Okay, that was my first success, and now I have to think about what I'm gonna do actually. I'm gonna try to move with these guys to go and free him. Question is now, will he go back here, so just like that, and well, maybe they can meet then here, or they go all together up here. I'm gonna well, I think actually he could follow them, and maybe he can try to block this entrance. That might be an idea. Let's see. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then it's them. And that's actually, I think it's not such a big problem, because this storm cannon is simply amazingly strong. So if this blip should reveal, then one guy will be placed here. So we should not go further than maybe here, I guess. 3. Okay, yeah, I think this is okay. 1, 2, 3. So he goes here with the storm cannon, and then, oh, now I see I only got one. That's a problem actually, because I only have one command point. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move 2, 1, 2, and then I'm gonna go on overwatch, and the other guy, he's simply gonna turn around now, 1, 2, and then he will also go on overwatch. Okay. So that's it. That's the Space Marine turn. Let's see what the Symbionts do. So they take 2 blips. One will enter at number 3, which is here. And the other one will enter at number 2. Okay. So let's see now. This guy is on overwatch, and it's a distance of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, it's a distance of 11. 2. So they can't shoot anyway. 2. I'm wondering. Okay. So what happens now is we roll a die, and on a 6 then I'm going to try to attack. But first I'm going to reveal this blip. That's a 3 actually. And now let's see, I place them here. 2. And the third one is here. And on the 6th, they're going directly, or the first one actually will go for an attack on a 6. That's not a 6, this is a 5. So what happens now is these guys will kind of lurk here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. and a 2. So they are kind of out of range. The point is now that this guy actually moves here. So in the next turn he could also reveal, and then we have quite a mess here. 6 blips actually, six Genestealers. And there's another rule. If there are 2 blips, which would be the case here then, if there are 2 blips, then they always attack. So they won't hide behind the corner or so. If there's a second blip right behind the first one, then they will attack, because then they can move in a row. This would not have been the case if I now attacked directly, because then there was a space between them. So, okay, you could argue this is not so important, but this is the rule, or actually the one that I use. So and then it's this guy, and again I have to roll if they're after them or him. So they are also after him, so he's going to be in big trouble now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, actually he stays here because he could reveal then, and if there are 3 here, there would be here, and then he could also reveal them. But actually this is not necessary. So he goes right here. I think that's good enough. And, well, let's see what happens next. What about this guy? So the thing is now, this one and that one, they're both at the same distance. But because this one is an overwatch and can shoot at him all the time, he will go for him. And okay, but because the distance to both of them is actually greater 5, he'll only attack on a 6. Oh, by the way, I forgot, he's in line of sight now, so I got to reveal him. That's 3. Okay. Okay, just give me a minute here, like this. Okay, and so they roll, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and on a 6, the first one will attack, and it is a 6 actually. So he does the attack, and then they move. The question is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can actually try to attack this guy here. So this is the first movement point, and he shoots. He's an overwatch. He needs a 6 for a hit, and that's a hit. Great. And now these 2 guys are actually right here. But they could not reach him. It's not possible. So now they might actually try to move into the corner and wait until, for example, this guy comes up. So again, only on a 6 they will attack. This time it's a 1, so they're not gonna attack, and that means he simply moves here in the corner where he can't be shot, and then he moves here. And the other guy We also roll for him on a 6. Nope. So he also goes here in the corner. And, well, this is going to be an interesting situation now. The last blip that is moving is this one. And he is now in line of sight of this guy. So he's revealed. These are 2 Genestealers. They are placed here. And the other one is placed here. Okay. And so they're now at this crossing here. And the thing is, they're all within reach. This group, that guy, and this guy. But they are the closest. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually, this one is the closest. And that one is a little further away. So on a 1 to 4, they're going to attack him. 5, 6, it's him. 7, 8, it's them. So that's a 1. So they're going to try to go after him. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So actually, when he enters this space here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, he can start shooting. So that was his 3rd action point. He's also moving in this direction, 1, 2, 3. And then that's the first shot now. That's no hit. So you can move further now. And then it's the 4th action point. Actually, it's the 3rd shot now. And this time it's a hit. So this guy is killed now. And he moves on. It's the 5th action point. And this time he only hits on a 6. Nope. And he now moves here out of reach. Okay. So that's it. And, oh no, we're not done yet. We are here actually, and he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps away. The guy is in overwatch. So let's see. If it's a 5, he attacks on a 5 or 6. So let's see. That's a 1, so he won't attack. He simply stays here. And now all the tokens are removed. It's the end of the turn. This fire token goes away too. And well, the thing is, now it's getting really interesting. It's not sure. I mean, this guy is really in trouble. Here are coming, I don't know how many, but they're different, definitely a lot. Oh, come on. About, well, they're right here, like that. Maybe up to 9 or so, but it's definitely going to be very dangerous for him. And then they may also go for him. Well, actually they will. So this is a real problem now. And they are doing pretty good, actually. There's not too much trouble for them right now. But I gotta be honest, if this guy falls, and I'm pretty sure he will pretty soon, then these two entrances are no longer blocked. And this is then more and more dangerous for the Space Marines. Okay, so I'm going to load this up now, and again, I hope it wasn't too confusing. Sometimes I got a little bit of a bad feeling when I'm doing this video that all my house movement rules and all that stuff, that this is a little strange, but I think actually it works quite fine, and the game is getting interesting. So I hope you watch the next parts, and well, see you then. Bye.